Hello, it's your girl Tiffany, my malicious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the lake that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If y'all would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be another one of my story times. As you all know, story time is original work that has been written by myself that I have transformed into spoken word for you all. So I hope you all sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's story time, which is entitled Dumb Bloody Mad Mommy. So without any further ado, guys, we are going to get started. And at the end of story time, I will show you all that this is original work that has been created by myself. Dumb, bloody mad mommy. The self-appointed, supposedly anointed dame is a fiercely passionate great ball of fire who's such a force to be reckoned with. She's a stubborn yet stunning kind of beauty, and yet can't nobody tell the old gal nothing. She's selfishly set in her ways, as her mind is rarely swayed. Lord knows it takes the full armor of God for one to endure a scorch of her flames. Apparently, she's the no-nonsense type, who's been feisty since her younger days, way back when the locals called her Little Muhammad for her knockout ways. It made her know never mind who she fought with, men, women, children, young, old, or even peers her age. It's a wonder why she didn't become a dominatrix the way she got off on beating ass. 'Cause she was a sassy, hot-tempered, dominant, soft butch badass back in her day. Homegirl didn't play and had a real attitude problem. Yet regardless to her bossy unruliness, somehow she was still highly sought after, in spite of her evil, wicked ways and narcissistic behavior. Serpento Nagini is her name. A high and mighty, self-righteous, sneakily stuck-up kind of lady who loves living beyond her means and flaunting it in everybody's face that she thinks she's better than or wants to show off to. The selfish, greedy, materialistic, real undercover gold digger type. These days, she prides herself in being saved, sanctified, and delivered, strutting her step in her Sunday's best every time the church doors open. She pays her tithes, cooks, cleans, never smells like onion rings, and she even works too, because she a bad bitch. But that's besides the point, so don't be fooled. Because the fact of the matter is, she's nothing more than a hypocritical, Billy badass bully that's bloody mad, who is obsessively judgmental like her own shit don't stink. 'Cause she's Miss Sisters Do Right, who ain't never ever committed no sins or done no wrong in her life. Yeah, right. Only in her mind. Nevertheless, her cheap thrills come from the ridicule of others she sees as less than, while she sits up high, looking down low, throwing her stones and hiding her hands. An aggressive tyrant who will talk over you, cut you off, and has to have the first, middle, and last word of any conversation. That is, if you can even get a word in. See, it doesn't really matter because according to her, she's always right. And anything others have to say or do opposed to her liking is wrong. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Serpenta is a master manipulator with the snake eyes of an anaconda, who is possessive, controlling, abusive, mean, and surly, mentally, physically, emotionally, and psychologically, without sympathy, empathy, or remorse for her hostile, careless actions. And should you dare have the nerve to confront her about her malicious ways, she'll call you a liar, deny it, and gaslight you straight up to your face as if she had a sudden case of amnesia. When you know firsthand the truth because you were in fact the victim of her backstabbing, betrayal, and cruelty. Regardless, the fire and fury within her is something vicious, likely from unhealed childhood trauma of her own, but it molded her to be the character she is today because she's smooth and slick with it like hot lava overflowing from an eruption of a volcano. She's an inferno who can con a con man to get whatever she wants, especially if it means getting away with her own toxic criminal shenanigans. Ironically, as much as she tries to portray herself as a lady, she's not so nurturing, loving, affectionate, or passionate. She actually shows more care and support of others than her own family, which is nothing more than a front to make herself seem like a humanitarian. Furthermore, her mini mask of facade interchange with her daily stylish attire depending on the masquerade she's attending. She's as fake, phony, and fraudulent as they come. The type that change up the way she walk, talk, and act in the face of those who are wealthy, elite, in power, or have authority. Yet she has the audacity to act bougie, like she's better amongst her own kind. She sheds no tears for fears of showing any weakness, not even in the saddest occasions. For God's sake, she didn't even cry for her own mother and father in death. But after all, why would she, considering they were blood sacrificed for money? She shows favoritism amongst her children, which she grants light skin privilege while disowning the others, depending on who is the most obediently submissive to her harsh, unreasonable behavior. She has no desire to be a real grandmother, so she has them call her nonsensical nicknames instead of acting her age and embracing the beauty of being a grandparent. Suppose that's the reason why she never actually put forth real efforts to love and nurture her grandchildren the way she should have. She has a love hate relationship with men whom she can control, of which she vastly only used for the sole purpose of public appearance, comfortability, stability, and money. Yet at the same time, she acts as if they're not really needed because she can make it on her own. As if secretly she prefers to be a lesbian, but trapped in the closet due to her radical religious views and desire to be a supremely high ranked leader within the church. But that couldn't be, considering she treated her own adopted daughter like an abomination for being gay. But perhaps that was just a cover for her own deep dark desire. So she plays her holy role as the happily married, godly woman when secretly she's desperately unfulfilled, unsatisfied, unhappy, and lonely, which she superbly hides. All of which is blatantly obvious for anyone with eyes to see. But what lies beneath the surface is the wicked witch Serpenta really is in the shadows. What most don't know is Serpenta Nagini is a satanic sellout to the satanic powers that be, and devil worshiper who's a practicing secret witch with ties to the occult. She belongs to a secret society, supposedly a religious cult, in which she actively participates in ritualistic practices, animal and human blood sacrifices, and sex magic. As a divination abuser, she actively casts curses and spells to manipulate and control others' free will by way of black magic, voodoo, hoodoo, hexes, and root work. And should all else fail, she's not shy of using poisons or potions to take out her competition too. You see, Serpenta is a foe, vigorously envious and jealous of others, especially women she finds to be alluring, attractive, abundant, talented, creative, or carrying qualities and attributes she may not. No matter who they may be to her, even her own supposed family. It doesn't really matter. In fact, the infamous Serpenta is currently working against her own fraudulently adopted daughter, who she allowed to be abused and experimented on by the government, abducted, sold, and trafficked while she collected incentives and benefits for her exploitation, as well as her granddaughter, which she had both targeted, brainwashed, mind controlled, exiled, and shunned. Serpenta has spent many years discriminating against her adopted daughter, lying on and about her to anyone who'd listen, trying to make her believe she was crazy when she wasn't, and even going as far as trying to push her to suicide so that she could commit insurance fraud, as well as sabotaging, using, abusing, neglecting, betraying, abandoning, and ruining her life for her own ill will. She has purposely destroyed her adopted daughter's love life, talents, skills, creativities, career, money, finances, resources, stability, security, safety, home, transportation, and her overall existence, while treating her like she hated her out of jealousy all her life, purposely keeping her stuck in poverty because she never wanted her to succeed, get married, or have abundance in a family of her own someday. All while she put her real children on pedestals like they were so much more worthy and better because they have a father. Nevertheless, her sinister plan is to set up the pair of them for failure, and she has offered them up for sacrifice to the devil and her cult for wealth in a higher position, title, or role within the church. So frankly, Miss Serpenta Najini ain't half as holy than thou as she claimed to be. She's a habitual liar, decepticon, deceiver, thief, manipulator, abuser, heartbreaker, and wicked witch, parading around society like she's a righteous, upstanding pillar of the community. But if people only knew, then perhaps they'd have caution and beware, because Serpenta could be haunting a neighborhood near you too. Thank you all so very much for listening and for watching. I do hope you enjoyed tonight's story time, guys. As promised, I want to show you all that this is work that has been created by myself. So this is the entire story here, guys. And I know some of you all may have thought I said dumb, like D-U-M-B, but it's dumb, like dominant, like short for dominant or dominatrix or something like that. So it's dumb, bloody mad mommy. It's the name of the story time, guys. Okay. So, like I said, I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, guys. It will be greatly, greatly appreciated. Of course, for those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who is interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly appreciated. I do thank you all in advance. You can do so through CASHAPP, which is $tiffdiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/odd36diamond. As always, guys, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in the neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep, your surroundings, and the company in which your children are in as well. And consider the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.